Good
morning.
Multipliers. We have missed you so much, haven't we, Judah?
We have.
You know, it's crazy keeping up with life. It throws you a lot of curveballs. We're not going anywhere. I know we failed this week, but we're going to be switching to a new schedule. Tell them about the new schedule, Judah.
The new schedule is we are going to start doing 3 days a week.
Correct.
Rather than 5.
Monday, Wednesday,
Friday.
And so the reason we're doing that is because with our new schedules, we're hopefully, the schedule I'm on right now currently is this is the last week of it. And he'll switch, so hopefully it'll be a lot easier to film than it is currently because it's pretty much impossible. So that's why we've had so much discrepancy over the last month or so, 5 weeks that I've been on the schedule.
Right.
And so we're working on getting that corrected. Don't worry. I appreciate everybody who's hanging on with us because we're working to get it right. But we thank you so much. And so stay tuned for the new schedule. Next video after today, Wednesday, will be Friday.
Right.
So, Judah, but today we're going to be talking about forgiveness, Judah. Forgiveness is something we're confronted with every single day, Judah. I mean, you have to forgive me. I have to forgive you.
I do. I have to forgive you a lot.
Oh, really? It's not that much, I think. So forgiveness is this thing we're confronted with, but as Christians, it's so fundamentally important to our lives. And we're going to be in the book of Philemon. We're going to kind of skip around. So if you don't know, Philemon is a book written by who, Judah? Paul, correct. So basically, Philemon has a slave named Onesimus, or a servant. And a servant steals from him, runs away. So he's doubly messed up Philemon's life. So he's doubly messed up Philemon's life. So now Philemon is mad. We see that Onesimus goes to Paul. Paul then is there. They meet up in prison because Paul's been in prison for Christ, all this stuff. And Philemon and Onesimus gets saved. And then now where we're pick up basically, Paul is talking to Philemon. He's written this letter about it, and he's requesting that Philemon accept Onesimus back. Now, by the law, Judah, what was Philemon's options?
He could kill him.
He could kill him, absolutely. Philemon could have just had him killed instantly for what he's done. Paul sends him back to him and says, listen, Onesimus is like a son to me now. He has become very useful to me. I want to keep him for myself, but I know I need to send him back to you. We see here that Paul says, I have the authority. I could order you to accept him back, but I'm trying to appeal to you to forgive Onesimus for what he's done for you and to serve him and let him come in my stead. Consider any debts, in fact, on Paul's account, to charge it to Paul. Why is this important, Judah?
Well, it shows us that, Philemon, he was faced with a struggle because, here's Onesimus who did all these things against him. Yet Paul, which I'm assuming they were close, like they were friends.
Yeah, well, obviously Paul is
They know
Paul.
of each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And so he's, faced with the dilemma of forgiving Onesimus, this guy who's hurt him in many ways. But yeah, he chooses to forgive him.
Absolutely. And so what we see is Philemon confronted with the forgiveness for someone who's done something so horrible to him.
Right.
Now, for us, you might say, well, it hits home, because all of us have been confronted by someone who's maybe done something not so good to us. Maybe they've hurt us, done something like that. And we're confronted with the option of either a forgiveness, like what God wants us to do, or to continue to hate. But the thing is, hate and not forgiving is basically like taking a poison that you want to give to someone else and eating it yourself. Because it doesn't hurt Onesimus, really. Onesimus could have just hung out with Paul and been fine for forever. The amount of anger that Philemon would be doing would be hurting him more than anything. And so that's the same thing, is that we're confronted with the option of do we sit here and continue in anger and all these other emotions, or do we just accept and say, you know what? It's just a situation. Everyone's imperfect, and forgiveness. It's not easy. I know I'm reducing it down to this easy thing, but that's why Paul's appealing. He understands the difficulty for Philemon, but it has to be done. We have to be willing to go and say forgiveness, because guys, guess what? Nobody's more guilty than us. I was forgiven by God for a sin far greater than Philemon's sin, or from Onesimus' sin. Sorry. So we need to be willing to accept and be willing to forgive.
Right.
It's very important. So let us know in the comments down below, guys, though, what are you thinking about? Is there something you're struggling with forgiveness? Something like that this kind of challenge you. Let us know what you're thinking down below, okay? All right, so brief thing here, right in the closing, guys. So we thank you for watching this video. If you like it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Please stay tuned for our new schedule. We're going to try to get a little more consistent. Hopefully, we'll work back up to 5 days a week. But for right now, 3 is what I think going to be our sweet spot. So we appreciate so much, and I guess that's it, Judah. So as always, I'm Dan.
And I'm Judah.
It's great to be back with you on the show.
It is. I missed you.
I miss you too. Missed you guys too. God bless, and we'll see you next time.